Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we're asked to prove the statement using the precise definition of a limit. So we have the limit as x approaches 1 of 2 plus 4x over 3 is equal to 2. So the precise definition of a limit states that the limit as x approaches a of f of x equals L if for every positive number greater than 0, there is an associated other number greater than 0, which we mark as epsilon and delta, such that if 0 is less than the absolute value of x minus a is less than delta, then the absolute value of f of x minus L is less than epsilon. So to prove this, we have to say, okay, we have found this relationship where no matter what epsilon we do, we can apply some function to it and get an associated delta. And so to do that, we're going to have to match these inequalities together. And to do that, we have to get rid of this part of this inequality, because we can see that they sort of match as long as this doesn't exist. This is saying that the absolute value of x minus a is greater than 0, right? And a here is the value that x is approaching, so that's 1. So the absolute value of x minus 1 is greater than 0. And this is saying that x minus 1 is not equal to 0. Why? Well, the absolute value of anything is already greater than all negative numbers. So to say that it's greater than 0 is only specifying that it's not equal to 0. It's something greater than it. So we're just saying that x is not equal to 1, and this is basically something we can ignore because we're looking at the limit as x approaches 1, not what's actually happening at 1. So we can ignore this, and we basically have the absolute value of x minus a, and again, a here is 1, is less than delta, and f of x, which is 2 plus 4x over 3, minus 2, this is less than epsilon. So let's simplify this. 2 plus 4x minus 2 is minus 6 over 3 is less than epsilon. This is saying 2 minus 6 is negative 4. So we have 4x minus 4 over 3 is less than epsilon. We can factor out a 4 from the numerator to get 4 times x minus 1 over 3. And this is equal to 4 over 3 times x minus 1. And therefore we can factor out a 4 over 3. And I'll just rewrite that up here. If we multiply both sides by 3 over 4, we get the absolute value of x minus 1 is less than 3 over 4 epsilon. If the absolute value of x minus 1 is less than delta and it's less than 3 over 4 epsilon, we can say that delta is equal to 3 over 4 epsilon. And given this relationship, to prove that this is true, we plug it into x minus a is less than delta, which is x minus 1 is less than delta. So delta is equal to 3 over 4 epsilon, therefore x minus 1 is less than 3 over 4 epsilon. Multiplying by 4 over 3, we get epsilon is greater than, we can factor this in, 4 times x minus 1 over 3, in absolute value, of course. This is equal to 4x minus 4 over 3. You can see we're basically just undoing what we just did. This is equal to 4x minus 2 plus 6 over 3. 4x minus 2, plus 2 minus 6. So 4x plus 2 over 3 minus 6 over 3. And therefore, we have 4x plus 2 over 3 minus 2 is less than epsilon. 4x plus 2 over 3 is f of x. 2 is equal to L. Therefore, given this relationship, we know that the absolute value of f of x minus L is less than epsilon. And therefore, we can say that this limit is true.